Step into the dazzling world of Hollywood, where talent meets opulence. In this video, we're diving deep into the lives of the top 10 richest actresses, women whose performances have not only captivated audiences, but also transformed the entertainment industry. From iconic roles to savvy business moves, these stars have mastered the art of success both on and off the screen. Join us as we unravel the fascinating stories behind their wealth, starting with the incomparable Meryl Streep, a true legend whose legacy continues to inspire. Get ready for a journey filled with glamour, grit, and incredible achievements. Meryl Streep. Many people regard Meryl Streep as one of the greatest actresses in Hollywood, and her rise from the early years into a Hollywood icon has been one for the books. Born Mary Louise Streep on June 22, 1949 in Summit, New Jersey, her family encouraged her talents from a young age. Her mother, an artist, gave her the confidence to study voice lessons and to act in school plays, shaping her future career. Attending Vassar College, from which she graduated cum laude, majoring in drama, Streep headed to Yale University, which later gave her a Master of Fine Arts. She appeared for the first time on the Broadway stage in 1975 and rapidly switched to film. Her breakthrough role was in The Deer Hunter, 1978, where she received critical acclaim and got her first nomination for the Academy Award. Her acting career flowed into the next successful year when she won her first Oscar for Kramer vs. Kramer in 1979. Since then, Meryl Streep has maintained the status of leading actress in both dramatic and comic themes. Her net worth is approximately $160 million at this time of the year 2024, not just comprising her prolonged film career, but also stage performances and endorsement as well. That commanding salary makes up for her position as one of the most influential forces in Hollywood. Scarlett Johansson. Coming in at number 9 on this list is Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson, born November 22, 1984 in New York City, gained recognition early in her career and became one of the highest-paid actresses in Hollywood. Scarlett was born and brought up in a very creative environment. Her father was from Denmark and was a professional architect. Her mother was a producer. Scarlett grew up with her twin brother, Hunter, and 2 siblings. She developed an interest in acting at a very tender age, often performing to the family. At 7 years old, she auditioned for commercials. Though at first faced disappointments, even losing roles to her brother, she did not give up. She began her acting career at a young age, making her stage debut in an off-Broadway production. Scarlett next attended the Professional Children's School to further her craft, and at 9 years old, made her film debut in North. It was, however, her performance in the 1998 film The Horse Whisperer that brought her great notice. Her big break came with 2 highly critically acclaimed films in 2003, Lost in Translation and Girl with a Pearl Earring. In Lost in Translation, Johansson played the subtle role of a young woman developing a bond with an older fellow in Tokyo, which won her a BAFTA award to join the elite club of Hollywood celebrities. She did so in the film Match Point, 2005, Vicky Cristina Barcelona, 2008, and Natasha Romanoff, also known as Black Widow in the series of The Avengers. Instantly, her character of Black Widow became a runaway success with the Marvel Cinematic Universe throughout the world, which promoted Johansson's profile sky high. Despite many disappointments in the initial phase of her career wherein she got highly sexualized roles, Johansson moved ahead with different and more mature characters. Performances that earned her Academy Award nominations for Marriage Story and Jojo Rabbit showed some range she had. She recorded music albums and won a Tony Award for Best Actress with her 2010 Broadway debut in A View from the Bridge. She does this, which makes her somewhat of an unusual figure in Hollywood. Her current net worth, as of 2024, is around $165 million, accredited to her earnings in acting, endorsements, and business ventures. Johansson has always been among the highest-paid actresses globally. She has earned a formidable income from blockbuster movies and profit-making endorsement deals that keep her among the elite of Hollywood. Cameron Diaz. Then there is Cameron Diaz, who made it big from scratch to eventually become one of the highest-paid actresses in Hollywood. Born on August 30th, 1972 in San Diego, California, she was later brought up in Long Beach by her parents. Emilio Diaz, a Cuban-American oil company foreman, and Billy Early of Anglo-German ancestry, working as an import and export agent. Growing up in a poor family, she early learned that hard work meant picking up cans of soda with her family to supplement their meager earnings. When she reached 16, Diaz started working with elite model management and launched overseas campaigns for well-established brands like Calvin Klein and Levi's. At 21, she had her first taste of being in film when she acted in the movie called The Mask opposite Jim Carrey back in 1994. Hers was a brilliant performance without any previous acting experience, and the runaway success of the film catapulted her to stardom. She went on to cement her place with My Best Friend's Wedding in 1997, where she acted with Julia Roberts. Her breakout performance came in There's Something About Mary, 1998, for which she received a Golden Globe nomination for her titular character. That versatility continued with being John Malkovich in Any Given Sunday, both in 1999, which showed her to be a serious actress who could do comic and dramatic roles. Diaz continued through the 2000s to dominate the box office with Charlie's Angels and its sequel, voicing Princess Fiona in the extremely popular Shrek series. Besides acting, she has also written 2 health books: The Body Book, which came out in 2013, and another one entitled The Longevity Book in 2016, reflecting her commitment toward wellness. Since her starring role in the 2014 film Annie, Diaz has announced a return to the big screen opposite Jamie Foxx, once again in the Netflix film Back in Action. She is one of Hollywood's wealthiest actresses, amassing a net worth of $300 million from her successful acting career and paid-for endorsements and business ventures. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston was born on February 11, 1969, in Sherman Oaks, California, and equally rose into the limelight. Her path leading there was filled with determination and talent. She was born into actors John Aniston and Nancy Dow, and exposure to performing arts came early in her life. She moved to New York City with her mother when her parents divorced and enrolled in the Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts to learn acting skills. Following a few previous failed attempts to get big leading roles in one after another failed television shows, finally, in 1994, Aniston got critical acclaim for the role of Rachel Green in Friends. Aniston auditioned for Monica but was cast as one of the most iconic characters of the series, Rachel. The show went on to be an international sensation, running for 10 seasons and earning her an Emmy Award and a Golden Globe. She earned $1 million per episode by the end of the series, making her one of the highest-paid actresses on television. Since Friends, Aniston has segued seamlessly into movies, top-lining such hit romantic comedies as 2006's The Breakup and 2008's Marley and Me, while revealing her dramatic chops in 2002's The Good Girl and 2014's Cake. She marked a return to television with Apple TV Plus' The Morning Show in 2019, which she executive produces and top-lines. For this, she took home a Screen Actors Guild Award, proving she remained relevant and continued to adapt to an ever-changing industry. Besides acting, Aniston has launched her hair care line, Lolavi, among several endorsement deals that have expanded her brand past just acting. As of 2024, Jennifer Aniston is estimated to have a net worth of approximately $320 million, which she has accrued from her successful acting career, endorsement of various products, and production projects. Her consistent ranking among the highest-paid actresses underlines her continued appeal and clout in Hollywood. Lady Gaga. Born Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata on March 28, 1986 in New York City, Lady Gaga is an international triple threat. She's got a big voice, audacious musical style, and in-your-face fashion sense. Gaga grew up in Manhattan in a traditional Catholic family. At 4, she started to learn piano and had begun to write songs by the age of 13. But in contrast with every other kid of her age, Gaga had always been bullied. Yet through all that, she pursued her love for the arts, first attending Convent of the Sacred Heart, briefly enrolling at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts. She dropped out after 1 year to pursue her music career. She had started gigging around New York's Lower East Side, eventually forming the Stefani Germanata Band. Rejected by Def Jam Records, she was later discovered playing a burlesque show by Akan, who signed her to Interscope. Her 2008 debut, The Fame, included the hits Just Dance and Poker Face, catapulting her to worldwide fame. Indeed, the success of 2009's The Fame monster with hits like Bad Romance cemented her status as a pop leader. Born This Way 2011 sealed Gaga's career both in the musicality of self-acceptance and for the LGBTQ+ community, which stamped her as both an artist and social advocate. Among many accolades are Grammys, an Academy Award for her song Shallow from A Star Is Born, 2018, where she also snagged a nomination for Best Actress at the Oscars, and more recently her acting career in American Horror Story, for which she received the Golden Globe Award. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez, or J-Lo, is an American singer, actress, dancer, and businesswoman who emerged from a modest background in the Bronx to become one of the wealthiest and most influential entertainers across the globe. Jennifer was born on July 24, 1969, in New York City, to her parents, Guadalupe Rodriguez and David Lopez, both from Puerto Rico. She was brought up middle class. She was the second of 3 daughters in a close-knit family, and so her parents were able to instill in her a strong sense of work ethic that influenced her ambition and determination later in life. She went to Holy Family School and then Preston High School, and she actively engaged in sports and the arts. She ran track on the school team and was an active member of school musicals, at which she also sang in the school choir. Precocious as a musical child, Lopez began taking classes in song and dance at the Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club. One of the biggest decisions she ever made was at 18 to dance full-time. Thus, she left her parents' house to sleep on the couch of her dance studio while following her dreams. This paid off pretty soon when she got her big break as a fly girl dancer for the television show In Living Color back in 1990. The exposure she received on that show made things easier for her to transition into acting, and she won appreciation not long after with the titular lead role of Tejano singer Selena Quintanilla in the 1997 biopic Selena. She made history by becoming the first Latina actress to earn $1 million for her role. From there, Lopez went on to star in several big films like Anaconda in 1997, The Wedding Planner in 2001, and Made in Manhattan in 2002, which made her one of the leading actresses. While active with the movies, she had a musical career. Her first album, On the Six, came out in 1999 featuring the hit single entitled If You Had My Love. That album initiated her as an icon in pop music, and since then many successful albums and singles have combined Latin flair with mainstream pop. She has compiled a diverse resume of achievements in many arenas, which have won her American Music Awards and Billboard Music Awards to complement Grammy nominations. Besides such a high-profile musical and cinematic career, she has also ventured into business, initiating fashion, perfumes, and production companies. But her reach extends past both the music and film industries. She is a cultural icon who is celebrated just as well for her fashion and philanthropy. She was also a judge on American Idol, which entailed knowledge of music and with up-and-coming artists. With a net worth of approximately $400 million as of 2024, Jennifer Lopez proves how relevant the singer is to this date. This can be attributed to the success she enjoyed in her music and acting career, not forgetting high-paying endorsement deals, businesses, and more. The star regularly features on the lists of the highest-paid entertainers in the world, proving that determination, talent, and versatility can build sensational success. Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon, born Jennifer Witherspoon, is an American actress and producer, noted for the difference she has brought to her work in both films and television. This girl's journey from New Orleans to being among the richest actresses in the world is amazingly tagged with talent, hard work, and entrepreneurship. Reese Witherspoon was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, on the 22nd of March 1976, to John Draper Witherspoon, an otolaryngologist, and Betty Witherspoon, a professor of nursing at Vanderbilt University. She had spent her first 4 years in Wiesbaden, Germany, where her father was stationed as a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army Reserves before moving to Nashville, Tennessee. Her family was supportive. Her mother held 5 degrees herself, including a Ph.D. in pediatric nursing, and the family supported education and success on all levels. Young Witherspoon had an early interest in acting. At 7 years old, she was selected to be a model for a florist's ad on television and enjoyed the performing aspect of it. 11-year-old Reese won a prize for the 10 State Talent Fair and started classes in acting. At 14, she auditioned for her big break, the film The Man in the Moon in 1991, playing the role of Danny Trant, which gained her critical acclaim and was the starting point of her professional acting career. Her early box office success in The Man in the Moon brought larger roles for Witherspoon in the 1990s. She also acted in films like Fear, 1996, and Cruel Intentions, 1999. But the one which set her going was the character of Elle Woods in the movie Legally Blonde back in 2001. This film raked in a high box office success and established her as a leading actress in Hollywood. This role of Reese Witherspoon as a determined sorority girl who entered Harvard Law School helped solidify her place in Hollywood. For her role as June Carter Cash in Walk the Line, Witherspoon took home the Academy Award for Best Actress, solidifying herself as a staple A-list actress in Hollywood. But Witherspoon has continued not only to act in challenging roles in films like Wild, which garnered a second Academy Award nomination, but has extended her producing credits with her very own company, Hello Sunshine, full of lady-driven stories. The career of Reese Witherspoon has been decorated by many great accolades and achievements. Among these are an Academy Award, several Golden Globe Awards, and several Screen Actors Guild Awards. She has also made Time magazine's list of the 100 most influential people in the world, as well as Forbes' list of the most powerful women in the world. She also did wonders on the small screen where shows like Big Little Lies showcased her art and producing skills to air social issues. To date, her commitment to using screenwriting as one way of empowering women has made her an admired figure in Hollywood. As of 2024, Reese Witherspoon is estimated to be worth about $440 million. Her net income encompasses salaries received from a very successful acting career, highly paid endorsements, and business deals through Hello Sunshine. According to Forbes, in 2021, she was the highest-paid actress in the world, with deals across film, TV, and digital. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Among the most publicized sets of twins to have swept the entertainment world are Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, born on June 13, 1986, in Sherman Oaks, California. From child stars to influential fashion moguls, their rise was exemplary in talent and business, thrown into an ever-changing industry. The Olsen twins were born to David Olsen, a mortgage banker, and Jarnette "Jarny" Olsen, a personal manager. They had one older brother named Trent and a younger sister named Elizabeth Olsen, who also turned out to be quite a successful actress. When the twins were still babies, their family moved to Los Angeles in a direction that seemed to set a rather clear path for entry into the entertainment world. When they were 9 months old, Mary-Kate and Ashley began their acting career when they were cast to play the role of Michelle Tanner for the popular ABC sitcom Full House. The show first hit the air in 1987 and lasted 8 seasons until 1995. Because of the strange circumstance that they were both sharing the part, they said that they truly enjoyed working during that time when they were still child and had that much popularity. By the time they were 12 years old, these twin sisters were a household name, raking millions in the sale of merchandise with their likenesses on them. Full House opened several other opportunities for Mary-Kate and Ashley. The twins then went on to make loads of children's and teen-oriented television movies and series, such as the 1998 to 1999 television series Two of a Kind and the 2001 to 2002 television series So Little Time. Dual Star Entertainment Group was formed in 1993 to create films and merchandising relating to the sisters. Eventually, the brand Dual Star went on to become highly lucrative, raking in over $1 billion of retail sales annually by the time these twins were in their pre-teen years. As the girls came of age, their sisters began working on extending their career portfolios outside of their child star success. The girls attended New York University in 2004, but dropped out once they regained total control of Dual Star. This was one of the most pivotal moments of their lives, and each sister started to work more seriously on her fashion ventures. The Olsen twins remade their image and today are fashion designers. In 2006, the twins launched their luxury fashion label, The Row, and immediately gained critical acclaim for sophistication in design and craftsmanship. Oriented to high-quality materials and timeless pieces, the brand works in correspondence with the notion of quiet luxury. The other commercially successful brands that they jointly launched, besides The Row, were Elizabeth and James, named after their sister and brother, to provide contemporary clothing at more accessible prices. Their forays into the fashion world won them a spate of awards, among them the prestigious CFDA, Council of Fashion Designers of America, award as Women's Wear Designer of the Year in 2012. Although she had taken a few years' break from acting, Mary-Kate has since appeared in various series, including Weeds or Samantha Who. In those series, she was able to show different faces. Since then, however, both girls have concentrated on their fashion careers. With highly lucrative childhood acting careers, months of merchandise accompanying their brand, and very successful fashion businesses, by 2024, it's estimated that Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen will each be worth about $500 million apiece. It is that sense of business, leveraging the twins' early successes in acting repeatedly, which places them within the rankings as the richest actresses in the world. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Coming in second place in the runners-up position in the top 10 is Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Julia Louis-Dreyfus was born on January 13, 1961, in Manhattan, New York City, and is an accomplished American actress, comedian, and producer. With quick wit and comic flair, she rose to be one of the finest talents in the history of television. From a privileged upbringing to being one of the richest actresses in the world requires talent and perseverance. Julia Elizabeth Louis-Dreyfus was born to Judith Lefevre, a special needs tutor and author, and Gerard Louis-Dreyfus, a billionaire businessman and chairman of the Louis-Dreyfus Company. Her parents divorced when she was 1 year old, so her childhood moved from New York City to Washington, D.C., where she lived with her mother. Julia had a mix of both arts and business in her childhood, although her father's background gave her a closer look at the corporate world. Her mother was the influence that allowed her creative pursuits. Louis-Dreyfus had attended Holton Arms School in Bethesda, Maryland, and had been quite active in the theater. She went on to graduate from Northwestern University in Illinois, majoring in theater and a member of the Delta Gamma sorority. It is here she developed her skills in comedy through student-produced shows, such as The Meow Show, with the company The Practical Theater Company. Louis-Dreyfus, 21 years old, started her career in 1982 with Saturday Night Live. She was one of the youngest women to be cast on Saturday Night Live at that time. It put her in a very male-dominated setting for someone doing such a form of comedy like sketch. But she just rose above it and became popular with her characters and new remembered sketches after doing 3 years on that show. In 1989, Julia Louis-Dreyfus landed the role of iconic Elaine Beans in Seinfeld, a groundbreaking sitcom by creators Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld. The show went on to become a cultural phenomenon and was time and again listed as one of the best series television had ever produced. Playing the tough, independent Elaine with a sharp sense of humor, Julia certainly left her mark upon the audience's minds. In the course of 9 seasons, Seinfeld accumulated numerous awards to cement Louis-Dreyfus as a household name. Since her efforts on Seinfeld, Louis-Dreyfus has continued her highly successful television career with The New Adventures of Old Christine from 2006 until 2010. She won 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series during this period, and is one of the select few actresses who have won Emmys for a different series. Her big follow-up role was that of Veep, where she played Selena Meyer. She played a manufacturing vice of the United States. This series, in the course of a run, gained a lot of critical acclaim and got many awards. The performance garnered Julia several Emmy Awards and made her one of the most awarded actresses in the history of Emmy, with 11 wins across various categories. Louis Dreyfus has also acted in movies, such as Hannah and Her Sisters and Enough Said, and animation movies like A Bug's Life and Onward, starting from 1986, 2013, 1998, and 2020, respectively. As of 2024, Julia Louis-Dreyfus has an estimated net worth of approximately $400 million. Her sources of wealth will include, therefore, a very successful acting career both in television and movies, endorsement deals for certain brands, and some production projects. In the last season of Veep alone, it was said that she got as high as $500,000 per episode. Truly, to be able to stay relevant in Hollywood for that long is a testament to her brilliant talent and acumen. Jami Gertz. At the top of this list is Jami Gertz, born on the 28th of October 1965 in Chicago, Illinois. She is an American actress and philanthropist who has benefited from a successful transition through the years from one of the main acting professions to becoming a billionaire through well-placed investment and business ventures. The journey from a suburban girl in Chicago to one of the richest actresses in the world may be termed pretty inspiring and multidimensional. Born to the Jewish family of Walter Gertz, a builder and contractor, and Sharon Gertz in Glenview, a suburb of Chicago, the gospel of hard work and struggle through tough situations was inculcated in her. She also has 2 brothers, Michael and Scott, both of whom have sought other interests with equal vigor away from the arc lights. Very early did she take a fancy for the performing world, and her involvement with school plays and community theater thus laid the platform for her future career. She attended New York University shortly after she graduated from Maine East High School. It was at NYU that she started auditing and soon picked up her first major acting assignment in a TV commercial for Diet Pepsi, giving her initial exposure to the camera. After many auditions, it was not until the early 1980s that Gertz's career as an actress started to take off, when she began landing her most recognizable role, the role of Muffy Tepperman in the CBS sitcom Square Pegs. Though it had a very short run, from 1982 to 1983, it gave her a nice taste of things to come and exposed her to many people. Her bit parts continued with critically acclaimed films such as Endless Love in 1981 and The Lost Boys in 1987, a vampire movie in which she had the part of Star, a half-vampire love interest. These movies set her as a talented actress who could try her hand at different kinds of roles and do well in them. During the late 1980s, continuing into the 1990s, Gertz continued her acting in such films as Less Than Zero, playing the tragic character Blair opposite Robert Downey Jr. in 1987, and in Twister in 1996, a film that successfully earned box office dollars. These performances earned her critical praise and placed her in a Hollywood star status. In addition to these film contributions, Gertz guest starred in the hit Ally McBeal television series from 2000 to 2002, and picked up recurring roles on such series as Entourage from 2009 to 2010 and The Neighbors from 2012 to 2014. Such ease with which she could move between film and then back into television again spoke volumes about how versatile this talented lady was. While Jami Gertz was at the peak of her acting career, she dabbled a little into business. She married Tony Ressler, one of the co-founders of Ares Management Corporation, in 1989. Of course, this being one of the private equity firms, the partnership did quite a great deal in building their fortune. They became part owners of the Atlanta Hawks of the NBA together back in 2015, adding that to their already extensive portfolio of investments. Outside of sports, the business acumen of Gertz has been involved in so many philanthropic efforts and investments that add vastly to her net worth. She had made some very strategic decisions whereby she could bank on the opportunities within the entertainment industry while diversifying her financial portfolio. But other than this business track, Gertz has done philanthropy outside of the business by actively supporting several charitable organizations for education and health as a way of giving to society. As of 2024, Jami Gertz was worth approximately $3 billion, hence making her among the richest actresses in the world. Such huge fortune came from her very successful acting career in the 1980s and 1990s, compounded with strategic investments with her husband Tony Ressler. Their ownership of the Atlanta Hawks greatly contributed to their financial success. Which performances from these richest actresses resonate with you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of Hollywood. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.